Okay, so yeah, here it is. Got the rifle right here. It is the Sawtooth Sig Sauer. Pop this guy off. Super excited about this build. I've been waiting a while for this gun to all come in and get it all together. So yeah, let's get into it. So the bag comes with just a little cleansing cloth, a little dope sheet, which is kind of cool, but we don't need that. This is what we're after. This bad boy right here. So yeah, we went with the Sig 3-18 by 44, the Whiskey 6 model. It's a first focal plane, capped windage turret on it. I really wanted that. I like this locking mechanism they have for their zero stop. Let's see if you can see it. And then that little pops out. So yeah, I wanted to keep it short. What I like is how short it sits on the gun. Try to keep some of the weight off it because I've heard this rifle is heavy by many people. So trying to keep the weight off it for you guys. I went with the Alpha 6 scope rings, aluminum. One subtle detail that I think gets overlooked, but I think it's really nice, is that these lock onto your rail with an actual hex nut instead of just Torx on everything. I kind of like that just because, sometimes you have a crescent wrench or a small wrench sitting in your truck. You don't always have a Torx bit, so that's kind of a minor thing that I know probably gets overlooked, but I think it's pretty cool. And it also comes with this leveling tool, but we're not going to use that. And then got this little leveling kit off Amazon. We're going to bust this bad boy out. Get the scope all leveled in, nice and tidy, ready to go. So yeah, let's get these mounted on there. Yeah, I don't know. I like that. I like the little hex nut thing right there. So shout out Sig. Pretty cool. As you can tell, I'm kind of going for a Sig setup. I kind of kept everything Sig Sauer. If they had a Sig bipod, I probably would have bought that too. But they do not. And this is my little torque wrench I got. I've been really excited to put this together. It's been a long time coming, but also I ordered the wrong scope rings. So I ordered some medium height, and they were hitting the housing of the objective lens, so I had to order some new ones, which really sucks because then you have a gun sitting in your room waiting for you to play with it. I also want to tell you guys that this is a hunting rifle, and that's all this is. So this bubble level will not be staying on the gun when I go hunting. I feel like that's just another thing to get hung up on or stuck on. I don't plan on doing any extreme long-range hunting with this gun. I'd like to have it set up so I can shoot far if I have to, but I don't want it to be what it's for, and that bubble level is not gonna stay there. We also, here in the Pacific Northwest coastal range of Oregon, we do some you're hunting on logging roads sometimes, so you're not always shooting long distance only. That's why I went with a 3-18, something that also can shoot close-ish range. Like you'll be hiking down a logging road, there'll be a deer right off the side of the road, 40-50 yard shot. So I kind of wanted to make sure that this was something for that. Okay, the next step of the show is to add this boy. This is the star of the show today. So I went with the Tricer bipod because ultimately the lightweightness of it I really like, but also the adjustability, so it can go way out, and then also you can put these short legs on if you want to cut some weight for the backcountry, where these long legs would probably be kind of a pain for hiking in. So I did have to install this M-block to Picatinny rail because the Tricer bipod comes with a Picatinny setup. It also comes with an ARCA setup. This gun does have ARCA on the main body right here, but I wanted to Picatinny rail on the front to try to kind of push the legs out towards the front more. So when I have a rear bag set up, the legs are out here, farther wheelbase, if you will, make it a little bit more sturdy. I have tried the bipod on the ARCA spot in the middle, and it's not bad. It actually sits probably better for backpacking, so maybe on a backpack hunt I will actually pop this off and then just move this to the ARCA thing. But that's why I really like this bipod. It comes with that option. So, but today I just mounted this M-block to pick rail, and we're gonna put it on that guy. So we'll do the fun part, opening the box. I don't know why this is just the most satisfying part when you get a new toy. That's so sick. You go all the way out, come into here, which is kind of your basic setup. This is kind of how you would normally shoot. You can go straight up. You can go straight up in the air, like even taller, which is crazy too. But the wild part is look at that, that's insane. If you really are doing some steep country, or you got nowhere else to go but kick your legs out and try to climb up on a rock behind you, or vice versa, a rock up above you, and you need to somehow level out to shoot above it, but you're sitting down below it, this is sweet. Kind of wild with that. It's all carbon fiber. It's super lightweight. All the aluminum up here is nice. It's got the tilt head and the pivot too. So, yeah, we'll get this mounted on here. Super simple. It's kind of cool. You can adjust your setup on this guy for that. How tight you want it on your Picatinny rail. And then yeah, just pop that hinge over and that's it. It's solid, good to go. That wiggle you're seeing is this guy. Tighten that up, that's all rock solid. Close this guy up, and then you can go one more. Close it up to there. I can't even explain how good this carbon fiber on carbon fiber action looks on this gun. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that looks so damn good. So yeah, now that we got it all together, I guess I can kind of go over why I chose this gun, what was my preference on each part that I put on it. I know there wasn't much to the build, I guess, because it's pretty much done. The gun itself is very set up, ready to go, super capable, comes with everything I already need. I'm not going to run a sling on it because I prefer to carry it. If I ever am not carrying it, it's usually in my pack, so I like to have it ready to go right here. But yeah, so I have the SIG Cross in a 6.5 Creedmoor. This gun is obviously, they don't make a Magnum cartridge in the 6.5 or in the SIG series, the Cross series. So I wanted to go something with a little bit more beef. Something that when I go elk hunting, it'll put them down. I don't know. It just kind of checked off all the boxes. I'm not a big builder. I mean, I'm also not a huge gun guy. So picking one that was pretty set up, ready to go, was my goal. And for the price, it was right there within a custom build. So yeah, it came with the folding stock. That was a must. You know, this one uses a button where you press right here. Press that in, it folds that all together, and it still has, I don't know, it must be a magnet or a cam over setup, but it still locks in, and then you cannot get the bolt undone, which I think that's a subtle thing that SIG really noticed, and they had it on their Cross, but They went to this new setup and they made sure that that was a thing, which is really cool. Another part I like really about this gun is the adjustability. So this is all adjustable. This cheek rise, kind of press this lever over, it comes up. So what you do is you set in the gun, find where you like it, and you can kind of just find that cam, lock it over, and it stays, and it's solid. So I had it on the other cross, same setup. I really like it. Also, the back is all adjustable, so you loosen this up, kind of get into it, set it to where you like it, lock it back down, and you're good to go. And then also you can raise the butt pad up. So I actually like mine to be up into my shoulder a little higher, and most rifles that's not even an option, so that's really cool. There is a setup to run a sling off of this guy right here and right here, but like I said, I usually don't carry one. This gun's also a little different compared to other ones because it has this bolt that comes out, drops down, and then kind of like cantilevers out. I believe that's so when this closes, it's sticking through that hole and locked into place. But it's just a little different. I really like it. I've heard people don't like it. I don't know why they don't like it, but I think it's nice. It clears your scope with plenty of handle room, which even with the throw lever all the way over there, you still have plenty of room. So I love that. Action feels good. Bolt feels good. When I was putting the gun together, the bolt feels really heavy, which I like in a gun. I like to feel that it's solid. The carbon fiber on the gun looks so sick. I love when carbon fiber isn't like a pattern all the way down. I like when it's like a jagged, random look. To me, it just looks a little more raw and authentic looking. So I love the way this barrel turned out, this proof barrel. M-lock all the way down this. They shortened up the handguard on this to save some weight, so that's why it's kind of short. To me, it looks fine. I think when we get a suppressor on the end, it'll maybe change that dynamic look a little bit, but free floating, nothing touching in there, which I really like that it's still nice and tight to it. It's not a big bulky handguard. It's just really sleek. Love the color of this gun. There's not many bad things to say. I mean, I'm really a research guy, and the more I research, the more I watch, the more I saw what makes this gun stand out compared to other guns. And yes, there is other factory rifles that come in a folding stock chassis style, but this one's ready to go. What I also like is all this receiver is one piece instead of multiple pieces pressed together with pins or screws and bolts. It's all one piece. So when it came to the machining, I guarantee that was a pain in the ass to make, but it just makes the whole gun feel solid. I picked it up and it just feels rock hard, ready to go, like you're not going to break this thing or have any issues with it. So yeah, the 3-18, I took a look at it through my driveway. It looks really crisp, looks pretty clean to me. I have a hill that's about 1,041 yards away. Set my phone up to it. It looked really good. I liked how it was still pretty clear. The center dot, I'm really becoming a fan of a center dot, not just a regular crosshair. I like that small fine point, and the scope has a really small fine point. The whole reticle is pretty crisp. When you zoom into that 18 power, you do see some of those black lines get a little bit thicker than I would like, but probably not going to be shooting on 18 power that much. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is my dream build. I've been wanting to do this gun for a while now. I finally got it all together. I'm stoked. I'm excited to go shoot it. I was going to go shoot it for you guys today, but it's dumping rain, so take it out to the range tomorrow and hit some steel, see how far we can poke this thing out to, and I'll get a video out for you guys then. But I can't stop looking at it. I'm pretty excited about this gun. Hopefully go put some animals down with this thing this year, guys. Okay, thank you guys for tagging along. Thanks for watching through. Let me know what you think of the gun, and we'll see you in the next one.